Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you didn't see it, we had a video come out last week about this very cool SLR 106 that came all the way back from spending some time with our AK Doctor M13 Industries. Big John over there did some really nice work on this thing for us, super clean. And of course, with any gunsmithing, you're going to have to get it recoated, so we sent it to the best Cerakoter on the planet, John and John Jr. over at 11 Mile Arms in Colorado. From Texas to Las Vegas to Colorado to here, we did an unboxing video, and pretty freaking spectacular gun. If you want to know about this paint job and the gunsmithing we had done, go check out last week's video on this gun. I will link it down below. And before we get too deep in this video, if you do want to support the channel, the biggest supporter of this channel is thirdpinthreads.com. Every hat or t-shirt that you buy directly supports this channel, and I couldn't be more thankful for that. I love seeing these things out in the wild, and we hook up every package with some cool stickers, so you're gonna get some cool swag too. I know what you're thinking. Why would you spend all that money and time having the KOP put on in the first place just to pay to have it taken off? There's a very good reason for that, and that is exactly what we're gonna get into on this video. The KOP is an awesome optic mounting system, modular, looks really cool, a very futuristic way to modernize your gun. However, I bought some Zenitco months ago, right? I bought it specifically for my 106, right? It's got the barrel that's been shortened, very light package. I really wanted kind of a more alpha style 106. However, the gun that I wanted to put it on, number one, was painted a crazy color that would not have looked good with my Zenitco that I bought. I bought a special color Zenitco. If you don't know or haven't seen the old videos on all my Zenitco furniture, you'll see that in a second. But the biggest problem was I had to learn the hard way that Zenitco furniture is not compatible if you have an AK with a KOP on it. The KOP is physically too wide for certain Zenitco products to fit on your gun. So I was faced with a dilemma. What do? Do I put this on another gun and just say whatever? Or do I figure out a way to put it on the gun that I intended it to go on? I spent over $500 on the Zenitco that I have, and I just didn't want to settle. I wanted it on the gun that I planned for it to go on, so unfortunately this thing had to go back under the knife. So we sent it off to M13, swapped in a factory sight block so that we can put the Zenitco furniture on. So without talking anymore, I get a little long-winded sometimes, and I apologize about that. Let's go in the garage, we'll get the camera set up, and let's put on a really stinking cool set of Zenitco furniture on this thing, and then we'll show you what it looks like afterwards, and then in a later video, we'll shoot the balls off this thing. All right, let's head to the workbench. So, what we are installing today is a set of green anodized Zenitco. Now, I've got several videos on this stuff, and I'll roll some of that across your screen now. It's just so you can see how long ago we bought this. You can check the upload dates on two older videos. This furniture has already been on a fixed stock Romanian AK. It was then transferred over to a 100 series SLR 107. Ultimately, just killing time until this gun was done. That's how long this gun's been away, and that's how long we've had this furniture. Now, the thing I'm most excited about putting on this gun is our Zenitco B33 railed dust cover. You can see there. This gun has no way to mount optics, no side rail, no Ultimac, no Atero mount. So because it's a slick-sided AK, that's really what kind of put the idea in my head, man, I should really try a B33 rail on this thing. And then we bought it and found out the KOP problem. And anyway, back to where we are now. So finally, I've been waiting on this day for so long. Let's go ahead and put some music on, take this gun apart, reassemble it with some Russian goodies. We are like practically there. That is what we are looking for. Something you have to do with the B33s is actually replace your recoil rod here with this really chunky boy rear end. It just gives the dust cover a bit more to grab onto and gets rid of a ton of movement. So we have to take the spring off of our factory recoil rod and place it on the Zenitco recoil rod. Moment of truth. Got it. Oh man, it is super straight. Super straight. Why do AKs have to look so stinking cool with Zenitco furniture on them? Can someone answer that for me, please? It just looks better than, it looks better than a lot of American options. I'm not ashamed to say that. There's a lot of cool American stuff, but man, Zenitco looks good. If you have the B33 coupled with that front end, it's just magic. So we got the lower that actually deletes all the pick from the side, but you have a little bit on bottom where we can run a forward grip, which is all I really cared about. We still have some pick up top, and still have some options, and damn, that looks cool, man. God, it looks so good. Slab-sided, man. Look at that. Totally slab-sided. No optic rail. B33 has a super clean, super close lock up there. You can see how much of that recoil rod we have poking out. Locks up super tight. Even the Krebs safety lines up really well with the B33. Super sick. Okay, let's go ahead and put an optic on this thing, then we'll call this bad Johnny done. And just like that, we have glass. We chose to run the Trijicon MRO. I think that is not only a good optic in my experience. I have been running MROs for quite some time now, but I just think they look really smart on a railed dust cover. Really, any way to mount an MRO on an AK, it looks pretty good. And we're running it on the very low Trijicon mount. I've tried all different heights of mounts. Honestly, on an AK, I like them low. It's a nice, wide open, clear sight picture. And that's what I'm seeing. See, I just see a little bit of my front sight post, but that crisp, clean dot with a massive field of view. To me, I like it. I'm so freaking excited about this thing. Ooh, and we can't let you go without showing you this. We're gonna suppress this thing. Now, truth be told, this gun does not have a K&S piston yet, so in the meantime, I'm gonna try to go ahead and get one put in there before we actually take this to the range and shoot it suppressed. We may go shoot it without the can a little bit this weekend, but I do want to put the K&S piston in this thing. I just know what's going to happen. It's going to be overgassed, and I'm going to wish I hadn't shot it without it. They're too easy to put in, and for like 120 bucks, a K&S piston is well worth it, so we're going to go ahead and do that last. Yep. Great success, much excite, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Next video, we're going to take this thing out to the range and shoot it. And before too long, you'll see me shoot a match with this package. We always do that to really final proof test any gun that we get for review, borrowed gun or gun that we own. I like to take it to a match. If anything fails, that's where it happens. That's where it shows you your flaws. And if a gun's good, that's where it shows you how good it is. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Stick around for next week, and we'll see you next time.